sun has turned the sky red, and now it's about to sink down beyond the hills. The sun is setting, and the lights are twinkling and glowing brightly all over the city. But far away, high in the sky, out of the reach of all the electric lights, the beautiful moon is lighting up the sky, giving off the same gentle and quiet light that it always has for centuries. When you see the moon, what does it make you think of? Nowadays, people have actually traveled to the moon, but a long, long time ago, people who could never even dream of going there used to look up at the moon and think up all sorts of stories about it. And the story we are going to tell you today is the most famous story of them all.
Long ago, so long ago, long before all your mothers were born, long before your grandmas too, in the sky the moon shone so very bright, lighting the night. So fine once upon a time, long, long ago. Long, long ago.
Once upon a time, an old man and an old woman lived in a village up in the mountains, not very far from the capital city of Japan.
What a beautiful moon!
Isn't it? It's as bright as day.
The moon is so bright that I can work even though it's the middle of the night. Pass me my axe, dear.
Here you are. Here you are.
The woodcutter loved his work, and the moonlight was so bright that he couldn't resist going to the bamboo forest to cut bamboo so that he could make bamboo furniture. It was the same bamboo forest he always went to, but...
I can't see anything!
Inside the bamboo, which was shining in the most extraordinary way, there was a teeny-weeny little baby girl.
What on earth is she doing here? What a good girl! Coochie coochie coo! I know what I'll do. I'll show you to my wife. I know she'll be thrilled.
The woodcutter was sure that the baby was a gift to him from God. You see, the old man and his wife had lived together for ages. They'd always wanted a child, and they had been asking God to give them one.
I'm home, dear.
Coming.
Look what I found. It's a baby girl.
What? Where on earth did you find her?
In the bamboo. I found her in the stem of the bamboo.
Well, I never. Goodness gracious me. Oh, isn't she lovely?
Let's bring her up as our own daughter.
Well, first of all, we have to give her a name.
You're right. But this baby is no ordinary baby. She was born inside the stem of bamboo. Let's ask some wise man from the big city to think up a name for her. In that way, we can be sure she'll grow up to be a very special young woman.
Oh, clever you! That's such a good idea.
I'll go and find someone to ask just as soon as the sun rises. It's this way, sir.
Thank you.
After hearing about how the baby had been found, the wise old man was happy to make the journey up to the mountain village.
Well, here she is, sir. This is our daughter.
Good heavens! She's incredibly lovely and unbelievably beautiful. I can, in all honesty, say that we do not have babies as pretty as this, even in the city.
Well, thank you, sir. And about her name?
Of course, the name. This beauty. That's it. She should be called Princess KAGUYA.
Princess KAGUYA.
Yes, it means shining beauty. Yes, Princess KAGUYA. An excellent name, I must admit, and I thought of it myself. Yes, altogether, it's a very satisfactory name.
And the baby, now called Princess KAGUYA, was taken care of by the old woodcutter and his wife, who loved her very much, and she grew up into a healthy, sweet girl. Then, one day, just as the woodcutter had reached the bamboo grove as usual to do his work, something quite incredible happened.
Oh! 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 Huh? What's going on? What gold?
And as the old man looked at the gold, which was pouring out of the bamboo, he realized something.
I see. There's no doubt about it. God is giving this money to us, we who are so poor, so we can bring up our girl in a proper style. This is wonderful.
So the woodcutter and his wife lost no time in building a magnificent palace for Princess KAGUYA. And it was just then that the wise old man who had thought up Princess KAGUYA's name dropped by for a visit.
An honor indeed. Please come in.
Thank you. And how is the Princess KAGUYA?
See for yourself. It's uncanny, but she's grown up.
Good heavens! Extraordinary! Indeed, she's quite beautiful.
The old wise man was so delighted that Princess KAGUYA had become so incredibly beautiful. So when he got back to the city, he began telling everyone he met about her.
Did you know? Have you heard? I bet you're going to tell me about Princess KAGUYA. People say that she looks like an angel.
Is it possible for someone so beautiful to exist in this world?
I wonder what her secret is. How did she become so beautiful?
They got the wise old man to name her, I've heard.
Well, then maybe I should ask him to think up a name for me, too.
It's too late for you, dear.
Can you believe it? Apparently, she actually shines and glows. If she's that lovely, what can I do to get her to marry my son? That's what I'd like to know.
Hey, hold on. Just so happens I'm looking for a bride for my son, too.
Well then, shall we pop over for a look at her?
If you're going, then maybe I'll go with you.
I might just go along too. It'll give me something to talk about.
We would like to see Princess Kaguya.
We came all the way from the capital. Just a glimpse of her would be fine.
It's true what he says. We came all the way from the capital city just to take a look at her.
Every day, great crowds of people gathered around the palace, trying to catch a sight of Princess Kaguya. But Princess Kaguya didn't want to meet any of them.
Oh my goodness! Just look at all the people who've turned up today.
The 5 young men, the persistent ones who come round every day, are outside the front gate and are all saying how eager they are for the princess's hand in marriage.
Oh, the 5 young, very persistent men. Come to think of it, you will have to marry somebody at some point, Princess. It's just possible that you might like one of these. I don't think there's any harm in meeting them.
Well, Princess Kaguya?
I see. If it means that much to you both.
So what happened when Princess Kaguya finally met the young men?
One of them had brought her extraordinary presents.
Presents?
I bet they were absolutely fabulous.
I heard the first young man brought her a treasure-bearing tree from Mount Horai by the Eastern Sea. A treasure-bearing tree? Never heard of it before.
A tree from which treasure grows? It's impossible. Don't believe it. No such thing.
Quite right, no such thing.
And what happened?
When she picked up the tree, all of the branches just snapped off in her hands.
Really? Yes, it was a fake tree he brought. He couldn't trick Princess Kaguya. No way!
What a fool of a man thinking he could win her heart with a fake.
And the second young man promised he would bring her back an extraordinary precious shell, which can only be found in the nests of swallows. He looked everywhere in the city, and finally he found one at the top of a high pagoda. Everything seemed to be fine. He got a long ladder, propped it up against the pagoda, and started climbing. But then...
The ladder broke! He tumbled down and landed on his back! Now the poor fellow can't move!
How awful!
What a stupid bunch of men trying to do things which just can't be done.
And the third young man, I heard, set off to sea, declaring that he would bring her back something even more amazing. The 5 colored balls from around the neck of a dragon. But the dragon god got angry at this. And his ship capsized. I heard that he almost drowned.
Well, it just goes to show you can't expect to win the hand of Princess Kaguya by trickery, or trying to do things that are impossible in the first place anyway.
And what about the others?
They all gave up. What happened to those first 3?
That I can understand.
Only half
So
just-
beautiful.
Yeah, I can understand. though, but
Whenever the city people got together, they talked about the rumors concerning Princess Kaguya and the young men. And then, one beautiful moonlit evening. Oh, Princess Kaguya, Princess Kaguya, tonight the moon is shining for you. Tell us why you cannot hide the tears that come every night there in your eyes. Tell us, every night when the moon is shining, why
Princess, I didn't know you were here. What is it? What's wrong? Why are you looking up at the moon and crying like that?
It's really quite something. Something quite out of the ordinary.
Huh? It's a voice I know.
What an extraordinary honor. A tremendous privilege. The Emperor has decided to pay you a visit.
The Emperor?
Indeed, the Emperor, the noblest man in all the land. He has made it known that he wishes to meet the much spoken of and most highly regarded Princess Kaguya. His Highness approaches.
Welcome, Your Highness.
Permit me, Your Highness, with the utmost humility, to present you the lady whose name I myself thought up, Princess Kaguya.
All of you, rise.
Your Highness.
She is every bit as beautiful as the rumors made her out to be. She is as beautiful as the very moon.
As you say, Your Highness.
And what would you say if I asked you to be my wife?
Gosh, wife of the Emperor!
Oh, this is totally out of the blue.
What a piece of good fortune. This really is too lucky.
Well, I must have done something right in thinking up that name for her after all. Oh, this is splendid, splendid.
Princess Kaguya, say yes, thank you to the Emperor.
Go on, Princess Kaguya.
I am most honored by your Highness's request. I am, however, unable to be your wife.
Why is that?
The reason is...
The reason is?
It is because I've come from the moon.
What?
Huh?
From the moon?
Yes, the moon. You have both looked after me so kindly for a long time until now. But when the next full moon comes, they will come from the moon to take me back. I have no choice. I have to go back.
Princess Kaguya, my princess, I picked you up out of the bamboo with my own 2 hands.
That's right. You're our very own little girl.
Quite so, and I gave you your name.
Nobody can separate us.
Dear old mother, dear old father, you took such good care of me all this time. I don't want to leave you either, but...
No, Princess, no.
Your Highness, you have heard what is going to happen. I beg you, please protect our Princess Kaguya.
Very well, Princess Kaguya. You need not worry about anything. I will always protect you. I will not let anyone take you away.
Thank you, Your Highness.
But the night of the full moon was destined to come. The Emperor placed an army of samurai to guard the palace of Princess Kaguya. The samurai protecting her were guarding the gate guarding the garden and guarding the roof. There were so many of them that not even an ant could slip past them.
Princess, you've nothing to fear now.
Let me hold you, Princess.
But no sooner had the old woman spoken than...
What's this?
What's happening?
Oh, I can't see.
The full moon began to shine as brightly as the sun, and Princess Kaguya's palace was drenched in light.
What's happening? What's this dazzling light?
What on earth's going on?
Ah! I can't see anything! Ay, 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 ay! It's too bright! I have to shut my eyes!
Hey, let go of me or I'll fall over!
My hands are getting numb! Ah!
The light was so strong that all of the samurai were knocked down to the ground. And then, out of nowhere, came the sound of beautiful music, and a goddess descended from the faraway sky.
Princess Kaguya, we have come to take you back home.
Princess, where are you going?
Great goddess, I have a wish to ask of you. Would you please allow me to stay down here on Earth with my old father and mother?
Ever since you were born in the bamboo, you were destined to come back to the moon with me. No one can change their destiny.
But it breaks my heart when I think of how sad it will make my old mother and father.
Noble woodcutter, I thank you for having taken such good care of the princess.
Please, goddess, I beg you. Our sweet daughter. Don't take away our one and only treasure.
Princess Kaguya feels the same pain and sorrow as you do. But however much you suffer, you must overcome your sorrow. That is the way of life. Princess Kaguya, don't cry. Crying will only make things worse for your mother and father. And now, bid your last goodbyes.
All right. Father, Mother, I have to say goodbye now.
Princess! Princess Kaguya!
Every night, when the moon is shining brightly, I will be looking down at you both from the moon up there. Dear Father, sweet Mother.
Princess! Princess Kaguya!
Now, I must say goodbye.
No, Princess Kaguya! Princess, no! Don't leave! Princess! Princess Kaguya! Don't go!
Then, the carriage in which Princess Kaguya was riding went quietly up to the moon, and she was never seen again.
My princess! Princess Kaguya!
Riding a cloud beneath an angel's golden beams, way up in the sky she flew to a land of dreams, following a magic flute that called altar then, never to be seen again. Time to say goodbye. Sayonara, Princess Kaguya.